Hello and welcome to an intermediate cardio day on the Bowflex. My name is Eric and I'll be working out on a Bowflex XCEED, but you can do this routine on a Bowflex XTREME or a PR 3000. You're also going to need one other piece of gear today, and that's a yoga mat if you're on a solid floor, because we're going to be lying down doing some crunches and some sit-ups as part of this routine. Also, you can go ahead and remove this seat here. We won't be using this at all today. And all of our lifts are going to be running through this bottom set of pulleys right down here. And this is in the widest position down here. And I've got my pulleys in the second widest position up top here. So in this routine, we're going to be doing some cardio. And the way we're going to be doing cardio, which you normally would think of as, treadmills or ellipticals or something, is we're going to be doing a lot of compound movements, a lot of leg exercises that are going to get our heart rate up, and then we're going to be taking some short rest intervals. So we're going to be counting it all down with this clock here, 35 seconds of work, and then our rest intervals are either going to be 25 or 20 seconds, and we're going to be rolling through all these routines or all these exercises really quickly. We're going to have one weight setting for this entire routine, but wait to rack that up because we're going to have a 4-minute warm-up where we're going to loosen up our body and get stretched out. So I hope you join me for this routine. I also hope you give this video a like if you're going to be joining me. And now let's go ahead and get into the warm-up. All right, warm-up time. Let's get started with some jogging in place. Alternatively, you can do some high knees while we're doing this. I forgot to mention too, if you're looking for a more beginner routine, or if you find this routine too difficult, I'm going to have this exact same routine posted as advanced and beginner on the channel as well. So while we're getting loose here, let me tell you about some of our exercises today. The first we're going to be doing is an upright cable row. And after that, we'll be doing some lunges. Don't worry, lunges aren't so bad. I'm going to show you a way to make sure you don't hit your knee against the ground with those. Then we're doing some bicep curls after that, followed by some goblet squats. Then we're going to sit down on the ground and do some seated cross rows. And do a leg pull to crunch. And then finally, we're going to finish things off with some sit-ups. So keep it going for another 15 seconds or so. And then we're going to move into some saucers. And for a saucer, you're going to pretend your nose is at the center of a spiral and take it out. But keep jogging with me here. And now let's move into those saucers. Nose, center of a spiral, and trace that spiral into full circles. Loosen up that neck. And then we're going to change directions and trace that spiral inwards. Okay, same concept except with our arms. Arms straight out. Small circles that are going to get larger and larger. I want a couple full spins here. And now we're going to change direction and bring it on in. All right, plant your feet kind of a little bit wider and shoulder width apart, and then we're going to move into some torso twist. We're going to loosen up our lower back here. And now we're going to move into some body weight squats. Arms out in front of you as a counterbalance, and then you're going to just drop nice and low and lift up. And go as low as feels comfortable to you. And try to not lean a bunch forward. You want to just drop straight down if you can and raise up out of it. A couple more of these, and then we're going to go into some lunges, kind of a warrior pose. So let's move into that. One leg reached way out in front of you, and then you're going to lean forward in this lunge position, and I like raising my hands up, or you can go in the warrior position here and just stretch it out and feel a nice stretch in your quads, both of them at the same time. Let's switch sides. And you also get a nice stretch in your glutes here. Couple more seconds. All right, and we're going to move into a forward fold here, where you're just going to reach up to the sky and then down towards your toes. And we're going to hold this for a little bit and keep trying to reach a little further as you go. a few more seconds, and then we're going to move into really whatever stretch you want to do here. I'm going to do some side squats here, where I'm going to go side to side. Do what you feel like you need today, though. My legs are a little tight. This is a leg routine, so let's get it going. Okay, racking up resistance. I got 3 recommended weight settings: 80 pounds for heavy, that's on each side, 50 for medium, and either 20 or 30 for a lightweight setting for this routine. And again, this is cardio, so I want you to, hopefully find a weight setting that you can keep up for this whole 24 set routine. So kind of, feel it out here. So for our first set, we're going to have 35 seconds of work followed by 25 seconds of rest. And then after we do the circuit one time, so we're going to do all of our 7 exercises. It's kind of 8 really, because we do lunges on each side, and then we're going to come back and do 20 seconds on each. So our first lift, you can either face the tower or face away, and you're going to grab these handles here, and you're basically just going to pull them right up to your armpits, nice and high. And now let's work. Just go nice and smooth here. And think about this weight setting. Is this feeling good to you? This should be challenging, but you shouldn't be like shaking or something already, because you got a lot of sets to go. We're going to be moving into lunges up next here. So for lunges, one thing I'd recommend is if you have that yoga mat, you can put it right underneath here if you're prone to slamming your leg against the ground. So now you're going to grab one handle, curl it up, and that side where you're curled up, that leg you want to plant, and then what you're going to do is step back and then raise up out of that lunge. And as you do this, you can hold onto the backrest here and just raise up out of it. And drop down nice and slow. You don't want to slam your knee against the ground, even if you have that yoga mat. Just try to stay in control and keep that heart rate going up. Okay, so we're just going to switch sides here. And again, you can use this yoga mat to make sure you're not slamming into the ground. If you don't need it, I'm going to kind of toss mine aside here. And another thing too is you really don't want to be pulling on this backrest as you go up. You want to be lifting up entirely with your quads. Maybe just touch this just for stability. Or if you don't need that stability, that's okay. You can just kind of do whatever you want with that hand. Just stay with me here. Now for added difficulty, explode upwards out of this lunge. And then slowly drop. Okay, well done there. So you can just keep holding on to these handles. We're going to move into bicep curls up next. You're just going to be facing the tower here. And I want you to, keep a nice posture here. Don't be rocking back and forth. You're just going to curl up these handles towards your shoulders. Now let's go. Nice smooth curls here. Fifteen more seconds. So after this, we're going to have goblet squats. And there's going to be a few ways you can do these. You could do, I'm going to combine the weight by clipping these handles here together, or the carabiners together. Alternatively though, if you want to just use one side, you can just do a goblet squat with one side, or you could even do a body weight squat. So you're going to bring these handles up, and then you're going to just try to drop straight down and then raise up. Now in our warm-up, I talked about not leaning forward. It's a little bit tougher in this position here, simply because the weight's pulling you forward a bit. But do your best to keep going up straight, up and down. 10 more seconds of this. Okay, from here we're going to unclip these carabiners, and now we're going to move to be sitting on the ground here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the opposite handle. So these handles are crossing over in front of me, and I got my feet up against the base of the machine and my row back. So I'm pulling this weight back to my shoulders. My thumbs are touching my shoulders, and then I slowly release. Sit up nice and tall as you do this. You got 10 more seconds, and as this timer ticks down, let me tell you, our next lift is going to be a leg pull to crunch. So you're going to be putting the handle over your foot here. So open up this handle here, and then you're going to just put your foot right through it here. And we're going to do that with the other side as well. And once you've gotten that all situated and in place, you're going to slide back on your yoga mat, and you're going to get ready for some leg pulls to crunch. So you're going to pull one leg back as you lift into a crunch position. Now, if you can't do a full crunch, try to get those shoulders off the ground just a little bit. And you could also just do alternating leg pulls throughout this as well. If you can crunch though, crunch with me. This really hits those lower abs. Okay, keep your legs in here, and we're going to be moving into some sit-ups up next. Now, I like to think of this as, somebody holding your feet here, and we're just going to be going into a normal sit-up position here. And if you can't do sit-ups, you can keep doing crunches, or you can keep doing leg pulls. Just keep working with me. Don't let that be a reason to stop. Okay, 35 seconds of sit-ups. Take it nice and smooth. And you can go straight up and down, or for a little more fun, you can put some little twist into it. I kind of find sit-ups a little boring, so I put a little twist into them. Makes them a bit more interesting. Okay, so we've completed set number 1 here, or circuit number 1. We're basically going to do those exact same exercises 2 more times. And when we come back through the circuits this time, our rest interval is only going to be 20 seconds instead of 25, just to keep things moving. So let's get in position here for our upright cable row. Exhale as you're pulling those handles up towards your armpits. Feel that nice squeeze, and then hold it for a second, and then release. Okay, we got those lunges up next. Again, you can put the yoga mat underneath your knees, protect them from hitting the ground. I'm feeling good though, and I'm going to just do them without the mat. So I'm going to curl up my left side, plant my left foot, and I'll be stepping back with my right, and then raising up. And as you do this, you can kind of lightly hold on to the backrest for stability, but don't be pulling yourself up that way. Five more seconds. All right, let's switch up sides for our next round of lunges. If you want to join me a second or two early, go for it. And now, I know a lot of people don't like lunges. I feel like this is about the safest variant you're going to find here, because we're keeping the weight on the side of the foot or the side of the body that's planted. So hopefully that prevents you from slamming your knee into the ground. And we're also going half weight here, but a lot of repetitions. Nice. Bicep curls coming up now. People don't like lunges. People love bicep curls, and this machine is great for them. So let's get ready. Curl it up. Nice and smooth. I want you exhaling as you're lifting that weight up. Ten more seconds. All right, goblet squats. You can connect these two handles together, or just do the one hand, or just body weight here. Let's get in position. And let's drop down and up. And again, try to go straight down. I know it's tough with the weight pulling you towards the tower. And if you're finding this kind of a weird position here, you keep experimenting with this and find a nice squat like this that works well for you. Okay, let's disconnect those handles, and then we're going into that seated cross row. Nice and smooth here. Bring it up to those shoulders. Now, I don't know if you just saw me messing with the pulley there. Sometimes my cable will want to slide out of the pulley, and it's important you get that straightened out when you notice it. And I'm a little off center here, trying to stay on camera. Okay, open up these handles, shove your foot right through it, and we're getting into those crunches. Let's pull that weight back and raise up out of it. 15 more seconds. You got this. There we go. Moving into those sit-ups up next here. Keep your feet in the handles. And this is going to be our last set of circuit number 2. So finish this up strong. And then all these last ones. Just will have one of each exercise remaining. I'm going to be throwing in that double twist here. Come on, 10 more seconds. All right, no break period. We're moving right into those upright cable rows. Now, if you need a break, pause it real quick. Come back to me in 30 seconds. Otherwise, I want you rowing with me. I hope you're sweating. I hope you're breathing hard. And I hope you're finding this weight is still feeling okay to you. Not impossible. Should be feeling difficult though, especially in this last circuit here. Lungerinos up next. If you need that yoga mat underneath your knees, go ahead and get in position for that. And then we're going to just start here. The side with the weight is the foot that's planted. And for more difficulty, blast up out of that lunge. Exhaling as you're standing up. Come on, you got 10 more seconds. You can do this. Other side. You've only got 6 more lifts remaining. So just finish this out strong with me. Curl that weight up. Let's get in position to go in 3, 2, and 1. Last set of those evil lunges. No slamming that knee into the ground for you today. Nice and smooth. There we go. All right, bicep curls. Stand up nice and tall. Curl that weight straight back without any momentum here. You know, another thing too, you can take a little bit wider of a stance here if you need to drop a little lower. And that also might help with not putting any momentum in. So maybe if you're real tall. Goblet squats, baby. Let's connect these handles together. Or you can just do one at a time or just the body weight style. Curl them up. And let's go. Drop nice and smooth. I don't know why I said baby after that last set. That's okay. We all make mistakes here. We're just going to make up for it though. Keep working hard. 10 more seconds of these. Okay. Disconnect them handles and let's drop to the floor. And now we're going to be pulling these handles right up to our shoulders. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Nice and smooth. Good posture while sitting here. And hold it back at the fully extended position for just a fraction of a second. And then release. You got 10 more seconds. You can do this. Okay, let's open up these handles. Put them over our feet for our final 2 sets here. Let's crunch it up. Twenty more seconds. Okay, take a little breather here, and we're moving into that final set of sit-ups, our last one of this routine. You can do some twists with me. I'm going to go double twists on each of these sit-ups. Here we go. Fifteen more seconds. Last one. And there we go. Excellent job on finishing today's routine. Go ahead and remove those power rods from tension and wrap them up with a bungee cord. Great job, everybody, on finishing intermediate cardio. I hope you had a good time with it. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, comment below. And if you're using one of the programs, like some of these fine folks listed here on Ko-Fi, they're my elite supporters. Thank you to all of them. Comment below with a hashtag, get it counted in your workout program. So also, big thank you to Miriam Black. I appreciate your support, all the really nice comments you've been leaving on some of my videos. So Miriam, thank you very much. And to all of you, thank you for joining me for this routine. I hope you had a good time with it. I hope you're feeling good. Now be good to yourself, be good to others, and thank you for watching.